Imagine sitting at the edge of a too familiar dining table, the kind with scratches from years of forced holiday cheer, and realizing the turkey in front of you isn't just dry, it's laced with something meant to stop your heart. That's where it started for me. Sarah Reynolds, a seasoned FBI analyst specializing in fraud investigations. I'd spent years dissecting lies in boardrooms and back alleys, spotting the cracks in people's stories before they even opened their mouths. But nothing sharpened my instincts like the betrayal brewing in my own childhood home in Alexandria, Virginia. That Thanksgiving email had pinged into my inbox like a ghost from a life I'd tried to outrun. Come home. Sarah, we miss you. Signed with a pumpkin emoji that felt as fake as the sentiment. My name's Sarah. Not Sarah. A typo? Or a slip that screamed they didn't know me anymore, or worse. Didn't care to. I hadn't set foot in that colonial-style house for 6 years. Not since the last family gathering where my sister Olivia had rolled her eyes at my promotion story. And Mom, Eleanor, had flashed that saccharine smile while whispering, "Not every achievement needs a spotlight." Dear Dad, Robert, had just grunted into a scotch. I'd left that night, tires screeching on the driveway, vowing to build my life far from their judgmental orbit. Yet here I was, pulling up to the curb with a cheap bottle of Cabernet, the autumn leaves crunching underfoot like brittle bones. The motion sensor light buzzed on, impersonal as ever. No one rushed out to greet me. I knocked, and the door creaked open to Olivia's forced hug quick, like shaking hands with a stranger at a networking event. The dining room screamed staged perfection, a harvest centerpiece of gourds and flickering LED candles. Place settings with embroidered napkins for everyone but me. Eleanor waved me to a rickety folding chair by the kitchen door, next to the overflowing recycling bin. "We weren't sure you'd make it, sweetheart. Grab a spot there." I sat, my training kicking in. Scan the room. Note the exits. Read the body language. Olivia chattered about her latest nonprofit gala, raising funds for urban gardens in low-income neighborhoods, her voice pitching higher with each boast. Robert scrolled his phone, muttering about stock tips. No one asked about my work busting white-collar scams. When I tried mentioning my niece Lily, Olivia's kid, they pivoted so fast it felt like whiplash. The toast came midway through the meal. Eleanor's glass raised high to family. And those who finally find their way back. Glasses clinked. Laughter echoed hollow. I sipped water, skipping the wine that smelled off, too metallic, like pennies in vinegar. The air thickened. Conversations skirting me like I was a bad memory they'd rather forget. Over the mantel hung a family photo from a decade ago. Everyone beaming, except I'd been cropped out. I remembered that day vividly. I'd snapped the original after spilling coffee on Olivia's dress and lending her mine. "Where's the full picture?" I asked, my voice steady. Eleanor didn't blink. "It looks better balanced this way." Balanced. Like excising me made their world neater. That night, alone in the guest room with its threadbare quilt and muted sitcom reruns, the pieces started slotting together. Robert's offhand comment at dinner replayed, "Heard your policies hit 10 mil now, hell of a legacy." Olivia had giggled it off, Eleanor smiling like it was cocktail chatter. But in the quiet, it landed like a gut punch. Legacy? Or payout? I'd spotted my old friend Emily, now their estate lawyer, slipping out earlier, her eyes avoiding mine with that telltale guilt. We'd shared secrets as kids, but now she was part of whatever this was. I whispered to the empty room. How did we get here? Not the drive from DC, but the slow rot of a family turning me into a liability. I didn't sleep. Instead, I mapped it out in my notebook, the misspelled invite, the sideline seat, the erased photo. This wasn't neglect, it was calculated erasure. Years of me pulling away, focusing on cases that kept me gone for months, had made me the outsider. They wanted the compliant daughter, not the one who questioned everything. By dawn, I planted a tiny audio recorder under the dining table, hidden in the wood's crease. If they were plotting, I'd catch the whispers. Morning brought silence too perfect, the kitchen counters gleaming like a crime scene wiped clean. I poked at the leftover turkey in the fridge. That faint chemical whiff hit me, reminiscent of agency simulations on subtle poisons. Arsenic derivative. Maybe. Designed to mimic a heart attack. In the trash, a discarded vial confirmed it, untraceable to the untrained eye. My pulse didn't race, it steadied. They'd dosed the meal, expecting me to drop quietly. I brewed tea instead, rattling cabinets to mask my calm rage. Logging into my bank app, the screen flashed, access restricted, death notification pending. They'd filed it. My death certificate. Stamped and processed while I still breathed. I didn't confront them yet. Instead, I uploaded backups of my IDs and financials to a secure cloud. Then sketched the web, Eleanor as the puppet master, wielding social clout, Robert handling the money trail, Olivia curating the public image, Emily as the legal enabler. I was no longer family, I was an asset to liquidate. That evening, over uneaten lasagna, I locked eyes with Eleanor. You declared me dead. Her pearls caught the light as she smiled. Drama as always. Sarah. It's just paperwork. Their voices leaked through the vents later, sharp and low. I pressed against the wall. Shoes off. Heart thudding. She's too composed, Olivia hissed. Like she's onto us. Robert grumbled. Should have kept it clean, let her fade. Eleanor's tone cut like glass. We proceed. The payouts locked. I slipped away, replaying it in my mind. They'd rehearsed my eulogy while I sat upstairs. The antidote from my emergency kit, standard issue for field risks, had neutralized the poison that first night. A warm flush countering the metallic aftertaste. But survival wasn't enough, I needed exposure. I planted decoy bugs around the house, letting them think I was oblivious. Then, I accessed the home security logs, wiped clean under Olivia's login at 2 a.m. Patterns don't lie. At the charity brunch Olivia hosted, white roses, quiche trays, donors in designer casual, I lingered outside, then slipped in unnoticed. Dressed in sharp navy, not morning black. The room buzzed with performative grief. Olivia took the mic, voice quivering. Our family has endured loss. She was brilliant but distant. Loved deeply. She spoke of me in past tense. The crowd dabbing eyes. I watched from afar via a live stream hack on my phone, stirring coffee 2 blocks away. Even my ex, now a local counselor, chimed in. We tried to help her through her haunts. Pawn. I texted him mid-speech. He faltered. Sat down. Back at the venue as the crowd thinned, I uploaded the evidence, timestamps, claims, logs. Caption: funerals for the living staged while the heart still beats. I didn't post yet. Let them bask first. The wake was in a sterile D.C. chapel. Pews filled with acquaintances drawn by the drama. I arrived uninvited. Crimson coat like a warning flag. Gasps rippled as I strode the aisle. Olivia froze mid-eulogy. She was complicated, but loved. I clicked the remote, the screen lit with their recorded voices. Eleanor's filing confirmation. Robert's control jab. Olivia's overdue dismissal. This is monetized grief, I said. Voice level. The room imploded, phones out. Murmurs turning to outrage. The pastor backed away. Attendees fled the truth's weight. Morning brought the fallout, my resurrection trending. Headlines screaming fraud. Emily's text confirmed the forged cert. Predating my ER visit, self-induced symptoms to bait their surveillance. The payout? Routed to Robert's old flame. Nina. Not family coffers. Freedom Fund. Disguised as grief. Disgust settled like lead. I met my FBI contact in a Georgetown diner. Charges? He asked. Let them unravel first. Zinnia's wait. Olivia's deals tanked, her initiatives exposed as my stolen ideas from years back. A leaked video from Lily. Mommy said they'd be happy when Aunt Sarah's quiet forever. Gut-wrenching. But the crack I needed. In deposition. I declined full pursuit. Revenge keeps me trapped. I'm rewriting solo. A summit keynote followed. Build your table, let the unworthy beg entry. Applause was quiet. Affirming. A box arrived, the uncropped photo. Fixed per Lily's note. Truth. Shelved but remembered. As I packed for a fresh start. Vera called, back to work. Soon, I said. My story first. The news stripped charges, fraud confirmed. Boards revoked. Circles shattered. I felt nothing, not victory. Just release. Outliving lies was enough. But the envelope warned, they're not done. I smiled faintly. Neither was I.